Today, we're gonna watch and react to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 10, which is also Episode 34 of the series, titled Pandemonium. We know last week Gojo got trapped, Yuji found out, and it looks like everything's probably gonna go to shit. Everyone probably panicking that their strongest sorcerer has been captured. I'm interested to seeing what happens during this episode, and I know stuff is gonna go down. So let's jump into my episode reaction and then discussion for this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, we're starting off with Mekamaru sending off his last little message, I guess. Yuji just freaking throws in, tries to break it instantly. They started off completely different. And now Yuji knows. We'll meet again in the new world. Ooh, he thinks Suguru is still there. Oh, his hand twitched. Whoa, is Suguru actually still there? Geto is still part of this? Interesting. So the soul is part of the body and the memories live on within it. God, that is so creepy just looking at the box full of eyes. And there goes Gojo. Goodbye. Into the seal he goes, locked away. I was killed on October 19th, so he is dead. Look, I knew he was dead. His last little bit of cursed energy to send that. Uh-oh, someone's coming to fight them. Yo, is Yuji gonna let Sukuna out to have some fun? Maybe let's just ignore him for now and keep going. Oh. There are 4 veils now. Interesting. So they're really trying to... I mean, I thought the whole plan was to trap Gojo. Also, one of the things I noticed is definitely the animation has already changed this episode. You can tell when you look at Yuji's face. Okay, here we go. Shit's about to get real now. Maybe he just wants the money. So we got Mimi versus the curses and Yuji booking it to tell everyone about Gojo being sealed. Oh, damn. So what do you do? What Gojo do? Look at how calm he is. He's, yeah, it'll work out. We'll be fine. He trusts the people he's with. Okay. Now everyone's getting ready for a fight. Uh-oh. We're gonna lose this guy. God, I forget everyone's names, but he's been around. Hey. What did I just say? What did I just say? I remember him from something, but now I'm blanking on where he came from. Well, he was definitely in season 1. Probably near the end of it. That's probably why I have a very vague memory of him. What a great response. Because he's Satoru Gojo, that's why. As soon as Yuji just runs through the veil, there's just a shit ton of transfigured freaking humans. Oh, it's just gonna be death everywhere. God damn, Yuji. Oh, I got the big monster coming through. Is he gonna one-punch it? He just friggin' kicks it with one shot. Ooh, we're gonna get a nice cinematic look of Yuji looking over the city. It's a good thing everyone can hear Yuji yelling all over the city. That's great. Like, Nanami knows what to do. It's time to meet up with Yuji. Well, first of all, he's not going to be able to kill Yuji. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to Yuji. Not my problem. Doesn't care about Sukuna.
マヒト、何よ。五条悟の実物を見たか。五条を封印した今、スクナが復活すれば超優勢。今の戦力でも勝つときは勝つってことじゃん。虎杖殺しちゃおう。
I like how they said we're evenly matched. We can win anyways. We don't need Sukuna. I feel like if Sukuna heard that, he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna kill you all now because of what you just said."
スクナは味方ではない。復活したことでわしらが負うリスクの方が大きい。確実に呪いの時代が来る。
ゲームをしようよ。俺が先に虎杖とエンカウントしたら奴をスクナに力を戻せばいい。俺が先なら俺がやる。
Choso Mahito, well, if we find him first, we kill him. I like the idea where they're like, well, if we raise Sukuna back, he'll bring a new curse, age for curses. But at the same time, if Sukuna comes back, he's not our ally, and it's probably not going to work out that well. Ah, the two girls want Geto back because Geto saved them when they were children. Oh shit. They don't like that their leader's body is being used. Ino gets on the duty to go get everyone. I feel like Ino is a lot less known. We haven't really seen a lot of him. And now we're going to be seeing him do some stuff. It's a one-man team. I like how he's trying to focus on how good Gojo is. We can't lose him and trying to press the importance even though they know what it is. The power balance is definitely a thing though. Now the fact that he's so OP that he's able to take out anything, and now that he's gone, curses are gonna probably be running amok. It's a good thing I checked. Apparently there's a goddamn post-credit scene. Oh shit. I mean, are they really leaking stuff to their enemies? I mean, I guess they are, because Yuji was literally just yelling it across everything, but still. Damn, I feel like not a lot happened during that episode, but it definitely did set up everything that's about to come. They have to break the veil. They have to charge the curses. Gojo can't go anywhere yet. At least it looks like he puts all his power into making the thing as hard and heavy as possible so it stays on the ground. You got Mahito and Choso trying to take out Yuji for revenge. Well, one revenge, and Mahito probably just wants to kill him because of the whole situation between them. And then Jogo does not want to kill him because he wants Sukuna to come back. So very interesting to see what happens. And we also have the enemies outside the veil, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. So with that, if you like my reaction, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as Black Clover reactions when those come out. And with that, let's jump into my discussion for this video. So since the Shibuya arc started, I think it's done a really good job at like setting some stuff up, paying it off, setting it up, and then paying it off. So right now we're in that setup stage for what's about to come. We got some cool action with Yuji fighting the curses, which the animation definitely stepped up a little bit while they went to do that, and it looked really, really nice. Also cool to see that Mekamaru used the last little bit of his energy to send off a warning about Gojo getting sealed. He knew it was going to happen. He put factors on it so that it would activate once Gojo got sealed. So interesting how they played that, having Yuji also just like try to break it at first, and then Mekamaru being like, whoa, 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 can you please just listen to me? Just a last little bit of his spirit, warn everyone that Gojo is no longer with them, which is pretty insane, that their strongest sorcerer is now sealed. And I just love how Gojo is not worried at all. He's just in there, he's like, they got this. We don't have to worry right now. I guess he was making himself anyways as hard and heavy as possible so that Geto and them couldn't pick up a little cube. So very interesting to see how that works. It's also really creepy inside with all those skull heads on it. Wasn't expecting that. However, you can just tell that bad shit's about to happen. Then we have Haruta, which I looked up his name afterward, killing the guys outside the veil, which is pretty dark, and you already see that death is coming, and it's just upsetting. And the fact that Choso and Mahito want to go around and kill Yuji, as well as Nobara. They're in for a fight. They're definitely in for a fight, and I think Yuji's gonna go ham. Especially, he's gonna lose his shit when he sees Mahito, and I think it's gonna be really interesting. It's not gonna be that easy to kill him. And I feel like if Mahito tries to do anything to Yuji's body, Sukuna's just gonna come out and be like, bro, get the fuck out of here, and just slap him away like he did before. Like, he's not having that. But also, it makes me wonder if Jogo's gonna get the fingers to Yuji, and Sukuna's gonna come out that way. It definitely feels like it's leading into that. Everyone loves Sukuna. I see people talk about him all the time. There's no way that Sukuna's not coming soon. It's gonna be really interesting to see him come out and see what role he plays in all this, because he is the king of curses. Some of the interesting things they did set up with this episode, though, is how the power differences have changed. Now that Gojo's gone, it's kind of more evenly matched, where before they had one really OP on one side, where the other side didn't have it, and now it's evenly until Sukuna comes back, and then it's gonna be one OP on the curse side and not OP on the sorcerer's side. Setting up a lot of interesting stuff with the power dynamic of how everything works, also showing that Geto might still be inside his body. His soul is still attached and could take control potentially and help out, which would be really interesting because obviously he had his own goals. However, he did not agree for his body to be taken over and trap his best friend. So very interesting to see how Gojo was able to get that soul out, manipulate it a little bit to getting Geto to fight back. And you also have the two girls that he saved that are still loyal to him, want his body back. The goddamn curse that's currently using it is not going to give it up that easily. So super interesting to see what happens next. I feel like more could have happened this episode, but it also, again, set up a lot of stuff, and I'm really loving the series, and it looks freaking amazing. I can't wait to see what else happens. I know there's probably going to be a lot of death, a lot of sadness, but also a lot of epic shit coming from this arc. Let me know what you thought about this episode, and did you notice the animation change? I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next week when we watch another episode of Jujutsu Kaisen.